we have decided in the Senate not to make considerations for sequestration cuts yet. That we are going to wait, see what Congress does. And being in a legislative body, we understand the responsibility of the legislature or in Congress. And we think this is a total failure on the part of Congress to make automatic cuts across the board without any consideration of those people who will be hurt the most and sacrificing their hopes and dreams for others who could certainly absorb the cuts better through a more thoughtful approach. In Iowa, we do that. That's the Iowa way. And we want to make sure that people understand what this does and may do for Iowa. First, we've been doing a lot of work the last 2 years on disability and mental health. This will have an enormous impact on kids in education with disabilities. This will provide, this will eliminate hundreds of opportunities, up to 30, 40 different teacher and teacher aide jobs that will have to be cut and go specifically toward educating the school children that need the most care. We also talk about what it will do for Head Start and what it will do for education. In my budget committee, Health and Human Services, it goes beyond that. It talks about public health services for adults and substance abuse. There's almost $1 million in federal assistance we get that will be cut that go directly toward helping families resolve the problems of substance abuse at a time in which Iowa is trying to create a system where the mental health, substance abuse, alcohol, and drug treatment will be merged and will be integrated into a system where we can control our costs the most. But this will disrupt the ability of the Iowa legislature to maintain and to develop that kind of system. We also know that it will have a disadvantage to women's programs. It will have a problem with health, with cervical cancer, with breast cancer, early detection. It will affect the community health centers that we have across the state. This is the time in which we want our leaders in Washington to thoughtfully look at how we approach cuts in our budget. In Iowa, Governor Cover 3.5 years ago did a across-the-board cut. He suffered greatly because of that. I think we saw what would happen when we do that kind of cutting. Unlike Governor Cover, who did not have a legislature in session, President Obama has a legislature in session. It has a House and a Senate, and it's their responsibility to make the cuts. The president can't do it. That's not his responsibility. So we're looking for Congress to step up and to make the hard decisions that we sent them there to do, because it will trickle down to us. And when it hits us, we're going to have hard decisions at the end of this legislative session to adjust the budget again. So we're calling on Congress to make those decisions, protect children, protect the mentally and disabled members of our community, to protect our schools, to identify that where we want to really make our best investments is in job creation, wage increases, and the ability of Iowans to take care of themselves. Thank you, and I'm going to have to leave right now because the Senate is voting, and we need every vote we can get. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator.